I've always believed the road to excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got it bent all the way over here.
Please make your voice be heard.
And I'm leaving society to move out to the country and smoke crystal meth with rednecks.
Maybe you have a differing opinion than us. Maybe we're completely wrong, and you are the one lone person in the world that is right.
That's why you're here tonight. Eventually, me and Dave Jarvis are going to Hollywood.
But guess what? Some of us are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah, but most of us suck.
Fine, upstanding young man. Fine, upstanding young man.
Smoke weed.
Are you ready for the best blast of your motherfucking lives? Welcome to Blow Your Brains Out every Wednesday, where we, yes, we all, most of us anyway, say fuck a lot because it turns everything right side back up again. Well, speaking of that, as you may have noticed, Ariel of Against All Odds is not here at the moment. We send our very best to her and the bass player, Elliot, and all the friends gathering and memorializing Elliot this evening. Hopefully she will hop on in a little bit. But thank you for being here right now. And every Wednesday, I am Rick E. Warden. This is Blow Your Brains Out. And this is the mighty and mystical Dave motherfucking Jarvis.
Hello, Brainiacs. Welcome back to the most popular choice for people who love Parvo, the fastest growing podcast in North Texas, taking your most requested hits, the show with the most people in rehab, the most meth heads being treated for exhaustion, and the least amount of remaining years on parole. Many people may doubt our powers, but not our powers with almonds. This is a show for people like you, people in Texas, professionals in music, and people who also like combining shredded cheese with pico de gallo. We're here to teach you how to be a better person, to become more fascinating, more glorious, more chocolatey. You don't have to change who you are. You have to become more of who you are at your best. But in order to become a leader, you must get your facts first, and then you can distort them as you please. That's why we're here, for you to regain control. And for the record, crime definitely pays. It's a great job. The hours are good. You're your own boss. You get to travel a lot. You get to meet interesting people. I think it's just a good job in general. It's like I used to tell my cousin Casper at the family barbecues, stop sucking my dick or I'll call the police. And here is today's clickbait. Oh, I hope y'all have been following this one, all right? A couple of weeks ago, it was reported that Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee and his wife of 6 years, Brittany Furlan, had separated. Very sad, very sad. Days later, it was revealed that the split was because Furlan was being catfished by someone impersonating the lead singer for Falling in Reverse, Mr. Ronnie Radke. Furlan admitted she was messaging someone who she thought was Radke, saying a few weeks ago she confessed to Lee what was going on. Radke, who insists it was not him messaging Furlan, claims that he found out when Lee confronted him and accused him of making a pass at his wife. Now, the plot thickens. Radke has revealed that the FBI is now involved in the whole situation. In a post to his Instagram, the frontman shared a screenshot of a contact in his phone marked FBI Gary. Radke has confirmed the FBI's involvement, adding that he's never once spoken to Furlan before this incident and that he feels bad for everyone involved. Fast forward 2 weeks where Furlan and Ronnie are discovered knifed to death in Brentwood, and we all watch Tommy as he takes us on a slow speed chase down the 405. Go, Tommy, go! In local news,
I say joke a lot, and a lot of the times it's
Ariel. It's like she's here with us, but not. Ariel is giving her warmest regards to her former bass player, Mr. Elliot Robert. Rest in peace. All right, back to the fun. In local news, a Denton family was traumatized this past weekend while driving behind a garbage truck on 35. According to the family, the vehicle was staying with the flow of traffic when a dildo flew out and smashed against the windshield. Embarrassed, the mother turned around to her young son and said, "Don't worry, dear, that was just an insect." The boy was heard to have said, "Wow, I'm surprised it could get off the ground with a cock like that." All right, everybody, from the Blow Your Brains Out studio in Dillweed, Texas, where a successful guitarist is a guy whose wife has 2 jobs, we find ourselves without an opening guest. And so I will continue reading the news because there's some good news going on today. Rick, on this day in 1977, Sting, Stuart Copeland, and Andy Summers played together for the first time in Paris as the band Strontium 90. The 3 musicians would go on to form The Police that summer. The Police, of course, have their famous song, Fuck NWA.
Yeah.
This
Them and their daddy.
this one I know you... right.
This
On this
one's
day
your
in
daddy,
20... Right. Hey, Dylan Long.
Yeah, got Dylan.
Come on with it.
Yeah,
Very
whenever
good.
you're ready, come on up. This is
That's
Dylan
right.
here, everyone paying attention. Dylan is with JessXtine, who are our guests this evening. Let's catch up in the chats. JessXtine and the Queens of Chaos in the house. And also Jared of Kill House. What's up, BYBO? Hope you're doing well. That's what's up, man. We're sending our very best to Jared and Kill House for a badass guitar replacement and smoke weed.
Right.
How about awaiting Abigail?
Howdy, howdy. Hey, hey, hey.
What's up? Hi, J Rod. J Rod. That must be J Rod. J Rod.
Yeah. You know, before we kicked off this live stream, me and Rick, we were talking about the current situation involving the THC ban in the great state of Texas and how it's probably going to be tied up in legal tape for a good while now. They're saying that the law goes into effect, I think, October. But apparently there is there is a counterparty that intends on tying it up in the courts until the people, you know, Paxton and Abbott are out of there and we can get some more logical thinking people.
Meanwhile, the criminal courts and the whole system, all the attorneys still stand to benefit more than anyone else in the whole process.
Yeah. You know, they use our tax money to wine and dine cheap bimbos, not once thinking about sharing with the rest of us.
Damn it. Give me my weed back.
Yeah, give me my whores. Now. Oh, yeah, dude, I don't know if you saw this over the weekend. The Dallas PD raided a massage parlor. It's like really all the fucked up shit going on in Dallas, and you raid people that are trying to give people a happy ending. You sons of bitches.
Yeah, it's those interrupters.
Yeah. Don't they have anything better to do with their time? But the reason I was bringing up the drug thing is because on this day in 1996, on this day, Depeche Mode singer Dave Gahan was rushed to Cedars-Sinai after an apparent drug overdose. When he awoke, he was arrested for possession of cocaine and heroin. Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that a bitch? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that a bitch?
In 2019, Rick, you're going to love this. Poker Stars asked 1,000 of its European customers to select their favorite poker-themed song from a list of choices. Guess what was number 1?
5-card hold'em.
Nope. It was Ace of Spades by Motorhead.
The only
it was named the It was named the greatest gambling song of all time. You know what number 2 was? Lady Gaga, Poker Face.
There you go. I'd say that's a nice
Not bad company. That would be a hell of a playlist right there.
I bet Lady Gaga probably had her turn with Lemmy.
Well, I mean, didn't everybody?
Hey, he is Lemmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, live on Lemmy and the Ace of Spade.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Killer music right there.
So, we definitely like to promote the heavier music. We love to promote all local music, but we definitely kind of lean towards the heavy. And so I've been saying for a little while that we're in the middle of a nice little trend as far as heavy music goes, and this just proves it. Sleep Tokens, even in Arcadia, was recently announced as the #1 album in the U.S. on the Billboard Top 200. This just on the heels of Ghost hitting #1 on Billboard a few weeks ago. And before Ghost, there hadn't been a #1 hard rock or metal album at #1 in over 4 years, and that was AC/DC. And with the glut of new rock and metal albums due out just this year, you can almost feel something is growing in the water. That's right, folks. We are currently in the middle of a heavy, crunchy, tasty wave. If you are a hard rock or metal band right now, ride that thing till it breaks. And don't play it safe. Enough of that. Do something different. Stop triggering your drums. Stop synthesizing your vocals. Enough with the copy and paste mentality of the past 15 years. Piss people off. Ignore the comments. Take selfies with your stalkers and frame your death threats. Put your dicks and titties in the mashed potatoes of little kitties. I'm David Jarvis, and that's news to me.
Yeah, just like that. What he's saying is you have the power. You're in control. Take it. Fly with it. Enjoy it if you're creative enough.
Yeah, see, you grew up in a time where it was like there was a new hard rock or metal album coming out pretty much every week. Did you feel like spoiled?
No, I was very fortunate and took advantage of those, those record releases. Like, some of my earliest record purchases when I was just 12 years old. I don't even know how I got the money. I think I do. Fuck you, Texas. But I bought the News of the World record by Queen when it came out, like the day it arrived at Eckerd's Drugs in Grand Prairie at Marshall and 3rd Street.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's one of many records, But yeah, what we would do is, keep in mind there wasn't an internet, there wasn't a cell phone, the TV, like cable. I don't even think cable had come out just yet. If it had, it's only in some few rich people's home. And regular antenna TV was the same 3 channels and a couple of others, So to get a record was a very special thing, man. You could sit down with it and experience it in a way, that is like, or maybe even better, Maybe I'm biased because I enjoy records, but as a let's see, if we're talking in the value of dopamine, it's all there. That's how we did it back in the day, man. It was exciting to get a new record, listen to it, read all the lyrics, read a little information about the band, maybe find an address and send a letter, see if they have a fan club or something.
Doggy.
Dylan Long
Doggy.
and Doggy. Oh, looky here. We are on the television in the JessXtine and the Queens of Chaos living room. How are you, Dylan?
Hey, Dylan.
Thank you for popping on early.
What's up, guys?
Welcome
for having us on.
Hey, buddy.
Doing good.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you also.
Talk to the hand
on the big screen. It's nice to see us there.
Yo, there we go. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
I love it. That's
All right,
that's
so,
how I monitor
yeah,
the show
man.
is on my TV. Also, I don't know if we'll be able to see if I turn this camera around.
Ooh, fun for the whole family.
That's right.
You're a star, kid. You're a star. Wave to the people. Wave to your public.
Wave. Look right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, baby. Come on. It's late. 5, 4, 3.
She's being fabulous.
Blast off.
He is fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. I'll go get you.
My grandson pops on here from time to time.
And, of course, the occasional cat.
Yeah, kitties now.
All right. What are we
All
doing?
right.
Fan
Hello,
practice.
JessX. Oh, I got you.
Um,
Well, everybody, let us welcome JessXtine and the Chaos Queens. Grunge pop.
Julia,
I like that.
Hello,
we
Robert
have a new
Mansfield,
member.
1977. Are you talking about the Queen release? That's right, because I was born in 65, so 77's when I was 12 years old, and I bought the News of the World record by Queen at Eckerd's Drugstore the week it came out.
Oh, I love Queen. That's one of my dad's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Queen is one of the original, like, heavy rock bands, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, back there when you had Black Sabbath and Aerosmith and bands like that, but also Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, the European bands, and Queen was right there with those bands. Another band like them is Rush. Like we all jammed to Rush.
Yeah. That's one of my dad's favorites too. He raised me on the old.
It's all right. I'm granddad, so it's all good. That's how it is. We did it right in the 70s. Proud of it.
Well, I was born
Very
in
good.
90. I was born in 90. I was. I'm still young.
Well, I want to bring
Doggy.
it full circle here and say JessXtine and Dylan Long and the Queens of Chaos. What y'all are doing today in 2025 is kick ass. You're still doing it today, just like we were doing it in the 70s. So,
thank you. So,
Yeah.
we like the name.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of like Points of the Stone Age, kind of.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so grunge pop. I like that. Which grunge are we talking about? Like Mother Love Bone, Melvin, Sir Mix-a-Lot?
All of them, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Definitely Sir Mix.
Definitely Melvin, and well, I mean, I love Nirvana. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I grew up heavily listening to Nirvana. In, middle school, high school. So
that's
did Joey.
officially grunge.
He's young. He's a little younger than me, but he's a Nirvana fan.
Yep, Nirvana's why I play guitar.
But I liked Hole. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me. Hole, Nirvana, Alice in Chains. Stone Temple Pilot is a huge influence, and Bush, the band Bush, is like one of my favorites. Actually, my guitar signed my whole band.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like all the bands that got lumped into grunge that you can't really classify as grunge. Like they called Smashing Pumpkins grunge. They called Candlebox grunge.
Yeah.
It was kind of a blanket statement for basically any rock band between 1992 and about 96.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
so
a hair
basically
metal
all the
band.
bands that killed off like hair metal.
Yeah.
Well, hair metal had
and
run its course. Unfortunately, flushed out with hair metal were some really good classic metal bands also, but it's the way it goes. Some of them forged on, like Pantera.
Yeah.
I love Pantera. It's one of my favorite bands ever. And Led Zeppelin's also.
Of course, absolutely. And here we are in 2025 where Alternative Nation has declared Creed the most popular grunge band of this year. How does that sit with you?
We like Creed.
Creed is actually my guilty pleasure. I can dig Creed.
Hey, Oh yeah, I mean their first 3 albums, you know, they were good, they were solid.
Yeah.
You
What do
know,
you think, Joey? I feel like Joey would have.
With Creed, I mean, I'm not too deep into Creed, but I know that they have a lot of influence because it's a meme. You know, like "Take Me Higher" is a meme. So even all the young people, they know about this song because like you associate it with like Jesus and just I don't know, crazy halftime shows.
I can't hear like the name of their songs and not sing it like that dramatically. You gotta do that.
Now, do you stick your jaw out when you sing it?
There you go. Yeah. Well, actually,
Good, good.
I sing everything like from that time period. I sing it like Eddie Vedder. I don't know why I do that. You're like, yeah, Creed, and I'm like, I'm like, no, Creed. Not
It's spooky.
Yeah, it's easier to do a better than it is like a Cornell or Kurt Cobain. Those are just hard voices to imitate. But going, oh yeah, Eddie Vedder is just deep. I don't know.
It's comfortable, you know,
It's
and I
comfortable.
think that's why he does all the goofy stuff he does, you know, because that was one way to make his sound unique.
Yeah, yeah. It's easy to do it because it's so like unique sounding.
He's good live. Like you listen to the
Oh,
MTV
sure.
Unplugged? You listen to their MTV Unplugged?
Yeah, I have.
It's really good.
No, I used to love watching Pearl Jam live videos. I wish I could have seen them actually in person. Didn't you?
Yes, I did. I saw them in
Phil
1995.
Pickles saw them in 1995. He likes to tell us all the time.
Wow.
Nice.
And it was one of my. It was in Austin at Fair Park Meadows. They were doing that anti-Ticketmaster thing, and so
Right.
I could still have the ticket somewhere. It's a cool thing. It has original artwork, has my name on it, everything.
Kick ass.
My dad went to the Nirvana concert at Trees where Kurt Cobain got attacked by his body. No, he got attacked by the
I can tell you
security.
the story. It's Turner Van Blarkum. He was the bodyguard, if you will, or the security guard, and Kurt kind of hit him with the guitar, and he might have overreacted a little bit and punched him.
He thought he was somebody else. Like there was a fan that was antagonizing him, and then Kurt was like freaking out.
Yeah, and
the
he's like
trying to grab him.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And then Kurt hit him with the guitar. I met the guy. He still works. He still works out in Deep Ellum. You can meet him.
Yeah, he's at Reno's. He has
He's
his own table at Reno's. If you're ever at Reno's, look up. You'll see the picture of Mike Scosha. It's framed in bones. Turner did that. He put that frame together in the picture, and that's his
Yeah, we
table.
just played there, and we're about to play there again, so we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, he'll be there. Say hi to him. He's got the stories. He just, super cool guy.
Heck yeah! Thank you for telling us that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, me. That's part.
I was going to say.
Reno's classic.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say y'all are gonna have plenty of time to practice your smashing of your guitars on the staff members because y'all got Reno's on June 13th, Cheap Steaks on June 21st, Growl Records on June 28th, Ruins. You just played Ruins, and Cicada. Y'all are busy.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy.
Yeah, we've actually played probably 11 shows in the last 13 weeks. So. If anybody's watching, you have shows available, hit me up, and we'd love to get on, and we'll be there. We'll also be at Sunshine Bar on June 28th. And,
Arlington.
We're playing with Studio 801 at their little deal in July. And
we're playing with Grand Illusion at Sunshine, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, y'all do us a favor and continue to always post those flyers in the Blow Your Brains Out group page so it'll be very easy for us to access because we want to promote your shows every week on our weekly concert calendar.
Thank you.
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn right. We appreciate you back.
Oh, yeah. We got really
Another
good
thing.
from everybody in the scene, and met a bunch of good bands. And actually, you guys turned me on to a couple of the promoters. If you don't mind, I shout them out. Torch and Silly Goose have been really good to us, and as well as Coven Underground. And so, thanks a lot, guys. I don't know if y'all are watching, but thanks for putting us on. We appreciate being on the shows.
How about that? That's what it's all about.
Very
right
cool.
Here is all
We've
of
met a
us
lot
are
of
in
cool
this
bands
together.
too, like Awaiting Abigail.
Yeah. I think they were on the chat earlier. So shout out to Awaiting Abigail. And
Abigail, she's so sweet. She's so talented.
Grand Illusion.
Well, they are watching. They were in the chats earlier, so they're around, and I want to take advantage of this time to point out the obvious. We're all in this together. If it helps, y'all know that's my heart. I have the biggest enjoyment just helping. I kind of can't help but to give myself away. It's my nature, so I have to direct that goodness in ways where it becomes reciprocal, and so you just can't go wrong helping other people promote their music and get exposure for their performances. So it's an honor, and thanks for being a big part of it, y'all.
Huge thank you to you.
The man dares because he cares.
It's just what we do, man. If you love music, you love music all day, every day. It's the thing that excites me the most.
And I have so much fun coming on here with you guys, and
absolutely, and we'd love having you.
I love meeting new people. I love people.
Well, be sure to share your music with us so we can share that also.
I was going to say, I love hearing about venues that I have never been to. So y'all played Ruins on May 23rd. Could you tell us about that venue?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. It's kind of like it's a restaurant, right?
Yeah, they serve food. It's very similar to Rena's in the setup, except for the bar is in kind of towards the back instead of to the left whenever you're facing the stage. But the room's set up very similar, and it has all these cool paintings. Kind of looks like Dante's Inferno, and it's kind of a Latino Mexican.
It's like a Mexican
vibe on that. Yeah, a lot of
it's like half a restaurant and half a bar.
Yeah,
they have a stage.
The sound was really good.
Yeah, and the sound guy was so good.
Oh, good. Glad to hear that always.
Garrett.
Yeah, it is Garrett.
He was amazing.
Yeah,
shout out Garrett.
Garrett killed.
Yeah.
Hey, I love good sound guys.
Yeah, we got to play on stage, and there's like a bunch of naked chicks falling into hell. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Sounds good to us.
It's very, very. I like the art in there.
Yeah, there's titties everywhere.
There's like a hellish theme, like on the bathroom.
But it's like but it's Latino art, and that's some like my favorite art.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of naked chicks hanging from rafters, joining us here on the panel is DJ Chopper Shawn from Full Throttle Mayhem on 89.3 KNON, the voice of the people.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Welcome, sir. Everybody, y'all. That's right. You can catch him every Saturday night at midnight.
DJ Shawn in the building.
So, congratulations, sir. I understand you just survived another pledge drive.
Man, absolutely. Barely make quite close to the goal, and trying to fill the immense experience left behind by raising the young for 25 years.
Well, I don't pity that part of what you're doing at all. I love you for what you're doing. Thanks for sharing your love of music and sharing good music on the mighty KNON. But man, those pledge drives, that'll kill you.
It's rough. Man, I still just doing it. Like whenever you're able to just like something to care about, it's a lot easier than just sell something and get money. But when I'm up there and I'm saying, hey, send in, pledge, whatever, keep community radio alive so we can keep the music alive in Dallas and Fort Worth, be able to keep something on the airwaves other than the top 40 credit, and, get a platform for all these up and coming bands, local bands, and, statewide bands. That's my whole goal.
Yeah, dude, that's the key, just like getting people's attention. Speaking of which, JessXtine, y'all just played the Cicada on May 10th with Midnight Murder Show. Is that true?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so I gotta ask, how many cats were sacrificed?
I didn't see any cats in the house.
So any cats that were there, they were already dead by the time we were
Yeah. No cats survived while we were there.
We protect the cats.
I love cats.
Good.
Zachary.
That's
all right.
wonderful.
So I want to go back real quick to do y'all have some new music coming out?
I actually have some songs that I'm gonna be teaching the band in the next few weeks.
Okay, I apologize. I thought y'all were over at Session Works or something. I don't know how I had that in my head.
No, we're in my living room right now.
Yeah, no, not tonight. I meant in the past. Okay, well, anyway, the reason I was bringing it up is because when you do have some new music, not only do we want to debut it here and share it with our listeners, but Chopper Shawn here, we're going to be sending all the bands over to him at KNON. He's reaching out to us.
Dude.
Cool.
This is how it works.
We're gonna be recording our album over the summer.
Together we have all the power with no gatekeepers.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, Chopper Shawn, since we're not regulated by the FCC, you can say whatever you want, like fuck or shit or whatever.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's a fucking relief. I tell you what, fucking it's fucking awesome.
And it's officially a party.
Sometimes I gotta wash myself and mud.
Bro, when I used to
the band, we go live on
KNON,
TikTok and stuff, and I'm like, yo, show me your butthole, and I'm like, no.
all right, so I used to do the metal show on KNON back in the 80s. My brother started it in 85, and I did it with him in 87, and then did it myself in 88, 89, right in there. And dude, it was impossible to not violate every FCC rule imaginable.
Wow.
So it's a tough job. I commend you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not always 100% successful.
Bro, it used to just
you do
be
the
a
best you
big
can.
party. We there were rules, but we weren't the only ones. Everybody had guests in the DJ booth. And so it was just a party every week. I mean, every week, all of our friends were in bands. And so it was just, now we're over here doing this.
I can only imagine.
They've been in the studio with us in the recent as Oil Cat,
Awaiting Abigail.
Yeah, Awaiting Abigail, Against All Odds.
Against All Odds.
Yep. And then
shout out to Ariel, our very own, who is not with us. We're assuming she is memorializing Elliot, the bass player. Rest in peace, Elliot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chopper, thank you so much for being here tonight. It means a lot to me personally, and all of us here at Blow Your Brains Out. So thank you very much.
Thanks for the invite, bro.
So I'm curious, as a practitioner of Krav Maga, do you scream obscenities when you're beating somebody into oblivion?
No, it's controlled aggression. You just make calm and have them be the one panicking.
I think that was a Bruce Lee type statement.
Yeah.
Right. Be like water. If water says fuck all the time.
Damn right.
Well, and flip the script, and take them down to the mat.
Hell yeah.
Confucius say, "Man who stand on toilet high on pot."
Dogs don't make it right, but 3 less good.
That's a good one.
I found that on the internet when I was in 7th grade, and I thought it was.
Are any of the Chaos Queens? I was going to say, are any of the Chaos Queens practitioners of any martial arts?
I did Muay Thai for a few months, and I'm a huge UFC fan. Like I watch a shitload of free fights on YouTube, and so I keep watching John Jones over and over again, and I don't know if he's going to keep ducking Tom, or he's probably going to duck him. Tom, what do you think? I think Tom and Jones is a pretty tough matchup for him.
I don't really know myself. I am not a mixed martial arts UFC aficionado, but I do watch some of those free fights, and I'm glad they put them out on YouTube.
I don't know anything about it, but our old guitar player, he almost got in a bar fight, and I turned around and he was like doing this,
ready to crane kick.
And I was like, we're leaving. Well, we're in the middle of West Dallas right now. I'm getting out of here.
All right, so go ahead and fill us in. That match you were talking about with John Jones, is that the big match coming up?
John Jones is undefeated. He's considered one of the best. He's considered the best of all time, and he's been he has a new up and coming challenger in the heavyweight division, and he's been avoiding this fight for years. He's been holding up the whole division, and so everybody, the whole community, is calling him out like, Jones, where you at? Jones, where you at? And he's just trolling. So I don't know.
So who's his opponent? Jake Paul?
What? Jake Paul? What about Jake?
No, who's his opponent? Who's stepping up to take on John Jones?
This dude called Tom Aspinall. He's a British dude. He's a fucking badass. He's a heavyweight. He's 150 pounds. But
I've seen him.
You've seen him.
I've seen him. He's obliterating people.
He's fast as fuck. Like, I don't know. Okay. That's pretty scary. Imagine a 150 pound, 6'5", 6'4" dude, like sprinting at you, ready to tackle. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah. So, okay, well, thanks. I wasn't like brushing it off earlier. I think it's a good conversation, and I'm interested in having it. So that's why I circled back to it real quick.
Oh yeah, it's cool. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just love to watch fights and then steal all their moves or act like I can.
So are you trained? Are you belted?
I'm not belted. Like I know how to protect myself. Like I'm
that's like what matters most, dude.
But no, I'd have to see.
I'm just asking because you seem like you had an interest, and like Troy Dorsey is 8-time world champion, kickboxer, featherweight boxing champion, and he's one of my personal friends. So I'm just kind of around it a lot.
So you're around the community. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just headstrong as fuck. Like, I had this dude who was ex-military. He was teaching me how to fight and stuff. And then I still couldn't admit that he would be better than me. I'm like, while we're fighting, it's just cool. I love it. It's the only other thing we do other than music for the most part.
Hey, man, you and Jeff Bezos.
Oh, God. Don't let me in with that motherfucker, man.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. I worked for him for like a year. So.
And the other guy that runs the other social media.
Oh. Mark?
That's
Shawn.
That's a match I would tune into. Zuckerberg and Bezos.
The lizard man with the
dead looking skin.
Yeah, that's a match I would tune into. Zuckerberg and Bezos.
Zuckerberg and Bezos. I think it was Zuckerberg and Elon. They wanted to do some shit.
Same bird.
I was going to ask. I was going to ask Chopper Shawn, have you ever had to regulate at a venue or even in the studio?
I don't work security, if that's what you're asking. But back in the day, I used to work for DJ at the strip club south of Fort Savannah. We had a few situations that happened over there, but other than that, just like, trying to, rub as I can and, go out looking for any trouble or anything like that.
All right. Well, there you go. Here's your spar partner.
All right.
DJ, Muay Thai, college, streamer.
Man, I'm always trying to learn, so let's go.
I teach class.
Okay.
That's awesome. And if either one of you want a personal class with Troy Dorsey, you can do that also.
Oh, wow.
8-time world champion Troy Dorsey, personal classes.
Theo Mansfield from Lothian.
Say that again.
I thought he had a place over in like Mansfield and Lothian.
Yeah, but he actually stopped teaching at the school. He's not really involved in the school. He's just doing private lessons and private training and seminars.
For the money.
I might have to take you up on that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, while we're talking about it, I don't mind telling you because he's one of my very best friends in the whole world. It's crazy that he's so good to me, and I really love him so much. He has a podcast. If you're interested, he's done a fantastic job with a nice production studio right there in Mansfield, and has produced a podcast that's quality. You just couldn't do a better podcast. And he's gone back and interviewed all of the contacts he's had over the years in mixed martial arts and in karate and all the Texas legends and everything. So quality podcast. Just look up Troy Dorsey. I'll share the link here in a minute.
Cool. Well, we'd love to support.
Well, it's enjoyable. I mean, if you're into karate and mixed martial arts, you can't really, tell the full story of mixed martial arts without including at the very foundation Troy Dorsey, because he was a kickboxing champion. A lot of kickboxers that also crossed over, but they weren't champions. He was a champion kickboxer, world champion, and world champion featherweight. So multiple times in multiple classes. So he is the original mixed martial artist.
We gotta get the band in on some of those classes because some of the folks we've had to deal with have been a bit, like, quite a lot.
Hell yeah, man.
Actually, I've had to defend myself outside of a bar before from a guy.
We've had to deal with jokers and cowardly kings and all these types
No,
of things.
seriously, I had this guy attack me outside of a bar one time. Band manager came around, tried to get him in a bear hug, whatever you were gonna do, and I punched him so hard. He had me by the back of my hair. I punched him so hard that they both fell to the ground.
Yeah, kick ass.
Nice.
The handicaps. Anytime you want to get a free lesson,
I'm trained in Oak Cliff. Growing up in Oak Cliff.
the other guy, in the emergency room, all that good stuff. You like to go ahead and take some from.
Sorry, the dog. The dog's in the frame.
This dog is like half wolf, I think. Like, genuinely. How much wolf is this dog?
He's
quarter wolf,
red husky, and quarter wolf, red wolf.
What were you saying?
He's waving to his public.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
A lot of the defenses I teach, especially for women and children and all that, involve that. And what we do as a response is basically try to cripple or like seriously alter someone's quality of life after trying to attack us. So like someone tries to grab your hair, goes for that bear hug. Next time, I guarantee you're going to leave them with some souvenirs and a reminder not to do that shit again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most important thing is to be alert, because even criminals, the criminal mind, they're looking for the weak gazelle in the crowd. So the most important thing to do is be smart, be alert, be on your toes, be active. And that'll save you a lot of confrontation.
Yeah, I'm always everywhere I go, and I tell my children all the time. I have 3 kids, and I have a daughter.
Proud of you.
I tell them all the time, you have to be you have to be alert at all times. You have to know exactly what's going on around you at all times. Be looking when anywhere that you're walking. If you're walking inside the store, be making sure that nobody's around you trying to kidnap you, because human trafficking is real. You know, I'm very
It obviously
I don't
is. That
I
one
don't
girl, that
sugarcoat
one
things with
girl was
them.
picked up at a Dallas Mavericks game. Now she probably knew the guys or knew of the guys and stuff, but either way, she went to a Dallas Mavericks game with her dad and left with some guys that end up trafficking her up in Oklahoma.
Oh my gosh.
It's a nightmare to think about.
Yeah,
It's
I
just a
wasn't
damn
thinking when I
shame
made my
that
three
that
kids.
beauty is a curse just because of some fucking assholes. That's the damn shame.
I literally, when I was younger when I had my kids, but now that I'm older, I'm about to be 35, and I think a lot differently than I was thinking about having kids. Like when I was, you know, I had my
Sure.
first one when I was 18.
Right.
And so now I'm just panicking all the time, like thinking about, okay, my oldest son is going to be driving soon. That scares the hell out of me. And then
Right.
my daughter being in this crazy world, and well, I mean, all three of them with human trafficking going on right now. It's there's a lot of human trafficking going on.
Well, again, be alert. That's the main thing. Be
Yes.
alert.
Be
I think that
absolutely be
every
alert, be aware,
Mhm.
Go ahead,
but
Dave.
also remember there are some good things in this world as well. So we all shouldn't just live our lives afraid. Okay,
No.
that takes the life out of life.
It's true. True. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I do have to like stop myself and remind myself that it's just I never thought of I didn't think about these things until I like got older, and like honestly one time I got scared. I went to a Home Depot because we were moving into a new place, and I was by myself, and this I always park like far away from any other human being when I go into a parking lot. And like I don't know, I have anxiety. And this dude like pulled up right next to me, and I probably should have pulled into another parking spot.
Damn.
And he like followed me in the store, and we did about like 6 or 7 laps around the store where he's like following closely behind me with the cart.
Yeah, you
And
almost need a
before,
fucking bodyguard just to be a beautiful woman these days. And
yeah,
Dave, that's what
to
the
be a
real
woman.
issue is that it's a real issue. An
Well, I told
attractive,
security I had to go to security in the Home Depot because they're so scared.
see
And
there, an attractive woman deals with that shit on a regular basis, and it pisses me the fuck off.
yeah,
Well, there ain't enough penalties out there for the ones that do it. Like, especially with like the Chomos, kitty fiddlers, short ups, whatever you want to call them. They go in and out of the prison system. Like, you got nonviolent offenders or people that, may have got caught up, due to circumstances that, end up doing like 20, 30 to life or whatever. And then, my kid's grandpa, for example, he had an intoxication manslaughter and all that, bad situation, but it wasn't intentional. He's not eligible for parole until after his 20-year mark. And even then, it's kind of, up in the air. Whereas he said that he's been in a unit down in Huntsville, had this one guy, he came in after he had arrived, end up a few years later getting parole, come back, several months later for doing the same damn thing. Them fools ain't got any fear, like, the trafficking, the kid abuse and all that type of stuff. Like, they
Yeah, when
want
are
to
they gonna pass a
criminalize
real law like
marijuana, but
chop them motherfuckers' nuts off?
yeah, like,
I'll support that
as a
one and
society,
hang
we
them
got
in
to
the
put some
town
fear in them
square. I'll go for
fuckers.
that one also.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Until then, guys, you just got to be alert and, knowing how to protect yourself and punch a motherfucker out doesn't hurt either.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shawn,
Yes.
right here's the link. If the gloves could talk. Troy,
Yeah, that's
go
why I
ahead.
disappeared for a second. I went into the chat, and I guess it kind of routed me out of there. But
All right. Well, it's in the chat, and it's also in what's called the private chats. If you go backstage to the private chats, it's in there also. So when the
sweet,
show is over and we're done, you can go in there and copy the link, and I'll share it on our Blow Your Brains Out page also. How about that?
absolutely.
And if any of our fans out there are interested in taking self-defense classes, may I suggest talking to our boy Shawn here? He might learn you a thing or two.
Yeah, find me on Facebook. I teach Savage Krav Maga and Waxahachie, and probably fixing to be adding on a few other programs.
In Waxahachie?
Yes, sir.
All
I could
right,
learn
good
a few
deal.
things or two. Yeah.
What was that?
I said I could learn a few things or two.
Like I said, I especially with like the women's and children's self-defense, I make sure that we teach things that are going to be specific for your day-to-day life. So, like with the hair grab, the bear hug, the walking in the parking lot, like someone that wants to try to abduct you or anything like that, or even forcing you onto the ground where you absolutely don't want to be, give you some weapons to deal with that, and in a way that you can equalize skill against a more aggressive, stronger opponent.
Respect.
Shit, yeah.
You. Thank you very much for doing what you do.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Good stuff. The good news is, as a band, normally we stick together. So whenever we're at the venue, we're like a family. We got Dylan.
Yeah. That's when I was a solo act, and I would go with just my band manager, me and him.
All right, well, check this out. In the chats, we have Fire Maskell says JessXtine, one of the best bands going at the moment. Keep up the momentum.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so sweet.
Hey, I'm fixing to duck out of here. It looks like dinner just got on the table, but if y'all want to come up to the studio anytime, midnight to 4 a.m. on Saturday nights, hop on in, plug your upcoming shows, upcoming albums, all that good stuff. Get the word out.
Dude, we would love to. Not only would we love to, JessXtine and all our bands, man, we will put you on our list of people to refer bands to.
That studio is lonely as fuck. Please keep me some company. Keep on sending all these bands. If I got someone in there every week, I'd be happy.
You have our old time slot, and that's how I feel about it to this day, respectfully. You have I did Saturday night 12 to 2 for 3 years at the old San Jacinto White House.
Yeah, that's some serious history right there.
Yeah, I predate Dave Chaos.
Nice.
Well, all right, everybody, check out DJ Chopper Shawn every Saturday night at midnight on Full Throttle Mayhem on 89.3 KNON, the voice of the people. Thank you, Shawn. Enjoy your dinner.
So nice.
Keep it rocking, y'all. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too.
Man. Come on back. Make yourself at home.
You got it.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, shout out Renee. I just saw HPV shouting us out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ja.
Oh, we love them.
Yeah. Mystic Punk Vatos. That's our boy.
I just pulled them up on the screen here. Hello, Pete.
Yeah.
Hi, JessXtine and Queen Chaos.
So talented.
Love you, Ray Ray.
Oh, yeah. They were super cool to us at Dead Dog Barn.
Yeah.
Gave us pointers. Were very supportive, and we love Hedonistic Punk Vatos.
All right. So, Renee, when are we going to get some new Hedonistic Punk Vatos recorded with a good engineer so that we can play it here every week on Blow Your Brains Out Radio? And you can get over there to Chopper Shawn, doing the metal on KNON Saturday nights. So
Iron Man. Eddie, I want to talk to you.
They're cool.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful people. Been
your
listening, but got to catch rest. Well, we'll see you tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow and tonight. Oh yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
definitely.
Iron Man was super cool to see. If you guys ever get a chance to, anybody gets a chance to watch them, go watch their show. They're good.
Oh yeah. I just saw him last weekend
They're so
at the
fun. They're
at the
such good
sports
dudes.
spot in Arlington, Texas.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Have you guys played the
Love you,
sports
Eddie.
spot yet? JessXtine? Have y'all played the sports spot yet?
You cut out for just a second. Which spot?
It's called the sports spot in Arlington.
No, we haven't.
Mhm.
I've never heard of it.
And then have y'all played over at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame yet?
No, we haven't. Metal Star, we played a few shows with them, and they played over there, and they were saying it was really cool over there. So we're looking to get on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just contact him. He'll put you on a show. He's now booking like 2 and 3 bands, but he's just doing one show a weekend, keeping it pretty low key over there. And it is the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame. So there is very rare, irreplaceable, pretty much priceless heavy metal memorabilia there already.
Nice. Wow, that's impressive.
That's pretty cool.
Those
Get
metal
in
is
on that one,
fun.
baby. All right, so Eddie says, too many awesome people in the same space tonight. Thank you, Eddie. You are the best. Because you are Aussie.
And Slappy
Oh,
Flag
hey,
Jackson
Eddie.
says, "So chocolatey." Thank you, Slappy.
Yeah. Yeah, we love you.
Yeah.
Slapping in from California.
Nice.
Yep.
Moist.
This is a random aside, but are any of y'all like Batman fans?
Oh, yeah. Well, Joker fans. I
We're
like
Batman fans.
the
Like for this next album, it's kind of like we have a little bit of a Batman theme going on, I think. So
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of, yeah.
Batman comics or movies?
So it's called it's a concept album. It's called Girls Number One Revenge Year. So GORY.
nice.
Starts
Love it.
off with a girl. She's really pissed off. This dude did her really nasty, and she wants revenge to no end. And over it, she explains. It starts off with her being pissed off, and then goes back and explains with each song how it came to that. And then by the last song, Gory, GORY, that's where she goes and she pulls the knife out of her back and stabs the other person and gets revenge. And they both, no one wins. No one wins in the story, but it feels great.
I'll be honest, I'm not getting a Joker vibe. I'm getting more of a Tarantino vibe on that one.
interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
It could be Tarantino vibe for sure, man. I mean, we're going for the early '90s, and I mean that's by definition.
In the middle of the album, it's kind of like up and down. Like she falls in love. She falls in love, and she has ups and downs, and
Well, here's some
pretty
good
exciting
news.
album.
Robert Rodriguez is now making music videos also. So,
Really?
yeah, you might can hook up with the Mighty Mammoth. Have y'all seen the new Mammoth video?
No, not yet.
Yeah, there's a funny little unspoken war taking place in rock and roll right now where Sammy Hagar just put out a new song about thank you to Eddie. While Mammoth, which is Wolfie's band, just put out a song also that is a thank you to Eddie. They both came out within a couple of weeks of each other.
Oh wow.
The one that Wolfie did, though, Robert Rodriguez produced the video. It features Slash and just a whole bunch of people and zombies. And, it's Robert Rodriguez. It's done, I think, pretty badass.
Yeah. I'm sure, man. Dust Till Dawn. I mean, that's
Yeah. So it's worthy. Just here's how I experienced it, Dylan, was I saw the video come on and I didn't know who it was. And then I saw it was Wolfie, but it starts with this outrageous guitar. Both of them do. Both songs, I believe it's Joe Satriani on Sammy's song. He started out with this crazy lead thing.
Yeah.
Well, Wolfie does the same thing on his song. Crazy little lead intro. But on Wolfie's on the video, it goes on for like 2 minutes because it's Robert Rodriguez. So I saw that and all the stuff going on in the video, how they were setting up the storyline. I was like, this isn't your average video. You know, something's going on. So I watched it because of the video production.
Oh well, man, I'm gonna watch that tonight. I've seen Mammoth before. They're dude, Wolfie's pretty fucking good, bro.
Oh yeah. It's just one of those things, you know, like it or not, he was helped by being Eddie Van Halen's son, maybe, but he's also always going to be in that shadow. So, you know, if you can't outdo Eddie Van Halen, you're just kind of playing to a whole new crowd, which he's doing very well.
Hey,
isn't he opening for Pantera or something like that? Or was it Metallica?
No, that's for us.
Yeah, I think he was on that tour for a minute a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking I saw him with the Pantera and Metallica that they did at AT&T.
Oh man,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He was on the tour originally on one of the days. Hey, puppy.
I love that dog so much. I want to reach through the screen and pet him.
It's okay.
I have to get a kitty cat for him.
Sorry,
I got country kitten.
I got dog hair.
Yeah, they're shedding everywhere too because it's summer. So
I don't know why I wear all black clothes over here.
Blood and Drama. Robert
I am covered in dog hair.
Well, Robert Maxfield sends his support as Blood and Drama.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Robert, best of luck with finding the band and finding the venue. I know he is trying to experiment with new lighting and new technology. He's used to doing more daytime, more open air, more bluesy type bands. So I know that he was reaching out, trying to find a darker, heavier band and a darker, heavier venue in order to film that band. So I wish you the best of luck, Robert.
Okay. Cool. I've got a pretty cool building that I might, if he wants to do part of a video in an old building, I can give him access, I bet.
Oh, trust me, I took everything that he told me and I posted it on the Blow Your Brains Out group chat, and Lou Morris and bunch of other people like started blowing his up his DMs. So I'm like, hey, you're welcome, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were gonna start getting harassed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nothing but love, Robert. Nothing but love.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Kick ass. I love hearing that.
Yeah. We have a small but rabid fan base.
Yeah, just a whorish matchmaker.
But you know what? It's quality, not quantity. Dazed and confused.
I mean, that's how we feel too. Like we have the fans that we've attracted to the band, and they love jazz.
Oh, we have some loyal fans.
Yeah.
They just came out of nowhere. They're just like, I'm like, hey, I saw you with the last few shows, and they started like recording all our sets and stuff. Yeah. It's really nice, and you're super sweet.
Quality over quantity for sure.
We have the best fans. It's weird saying we just started off.
Yeah, it's still funny, but
we have the best fans.
Yeah.
Quantity comes and goes, but quality, those are the people that'll stick with you. They care about you as an individual, your values, what you stand for. So, quality over quantity for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of quality, Jess, I noticed the white pony tattoo that you've got. Do you feel that is the Deftones' best album?
Yeah. Well, since I got that tattoo, I don't know. I go back and forth. White Pony is always gonna be good, but I feel like my favorite Deftones albums like changes like with my mood every week now.
Nice. Love it. That's how music should be.
I agree. I agree. I always will always go back to Koi no Yokan. That's just such an amazing
I think
album.
that's probably my current favorite album. That's a really. I mean, they're all really good albums. I can't choose. I don't know. It's kind of like Nirvana.
Sometimes you want to hear Nevermind. Sometimes you want to hear In Utero. Just depending on where you're at.
It depends on what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
What I'm going through in my life.
I'm the same way. When I'm really not feeling it, but I want to feel it, I listen to old Scorpions with Yuli Roth.
Oh, they're fun.
The record In Trance or Taken by Force, Lonesome Crow. That guitar playing on those records, it will unwind you. You can't listen to it and not become unwound and good again.
I'm gonna have to.
We are the Scorpions.
Yeah, I feel like the
We love you, Notice the
Oh yeah, like the 80s, 90s is like the best for riffs. But if you want to learn how to play lead, 80s. Like I think that probably had some of the best lead.
That's why I play rhythm guitar.
Yeah, that's.
I'm stuck there.
Oh, the Scorpions' wife.
Can't let the 90s go.
Yeah.
Hey, Queens of Chaos, while I got you here, do y'all happen to be in the market for stickers or buttons to help promote your band and get some extra exposure?
We're always looking for new stuff. So I mean, if you have a plug, let us be.
Let us know. I mean,
well, by all means, if you or anyone else wants buttons or stickers to promote your band, contact Loud Wave Merch. That's Justin. He's been very good to us at Blow Your Brains Out. We'd like to show him our support back, but also more than anything, we'd like to see you with some cool merchandise from a cool guy at a good price. That's loudwavemerch.com.
Okay, yeah, cool. We're gonna check it out.
We need some more stickers. I have one.
We just ran out of stickers.
I'm not about to see that.
Actually, we need to re-up on all of the merch because we're actually out of all merch now. So
all right. Well, I lifted my skirt. Here's Loud Wave Merch. Y'all re-up.
I will say, having purchased stuff from him before and getting stickers as well, they do not fade like most normal local band stickers do, which is such a big thing for me. Because if you're going to stick that thing on the back of your car, you don't want it to get bleached by the sun. And so far, so good. And the cars that they have been stuck on, they've been stuck on for about a year, still no bleaching. So
does he do holographic stickers? Because
that I don't know. He does. I know he does buttons, stickers, and coffee mugs. That I know.
Yeah. So we have brand new buttons for you. They're being delivered to Dave Jarvis's house, so we'll have them any day. And then we also have brand new. We had other stickers that said "Blow Your Brains Out," but the BYBO radio sticker is brand new. So
that's what you have right here on the screen, right? Because I'm blind. I'm like,
yeah, that's right. That's why I did it. You know, I'm like Hecklefish right now, just taking advantage of an opportunity.
I love those.
Yeah, well, we love them too. So everybody get at Dave Jarvis, myself, and Ariel, as we'll all have some brand new stickers and buttons for you. And that's our little
help
way
us
of
help you.
Yeah, for sure. I could use a coffee mug. I would love a JessXtine coffee mug.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
I need one for the office.
So this might be a bit presumptuous of me, but do we have any JessXtine music in our possession, Rick?
Not that I know of, do I?
So we have one
song womp.
We have one studio recorded one that's on like every platform, but we have yet to finish our album, and so when that drops, then we can we have a lot of like live shows that we posted though, like really good
nice
quality. So if you ever want to check that out, we have a YouTube channel.
What is it?
You can look it up under JessXtine and the Chaos Queens. I think it's JessXtine Chaos Queens.
Is this your own setup, or do you outsource that videographer?
So we, the one that I'm telling you about is one that I operate, and then we also are like we have like a channel that's like a topic because we released music through like this I think like DistroKid or something. Yeah.
All right, so here's the YouTube channel.
So yeah, we got the cicada show on there, I think, and then oh dang, I didn't post the.
Subscribe,
we have a really cool
everyone,
video
and
for my
after you
platform.
subscribe, be sure to go hit that all. So it's I don't know
Oh,
why YouTube does all this stupid shit, but they do. So everybody go to JessXtine and the Queens of Chaos on YouTube. I'm going to share the link in the chats right now. But subscribe when you get there.
And I'm curious, do y'all do your own do a podcast of sorts where you just kind of talk about yourselves and the comings and goings of JessXtine?
So not a podcast, but we do go live, and I actually posted I think a couple of our lives on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
And we'll go live like when we're getting ready for a show or having band practice sometimes. And
good plan.
Yeah, so people can interact with us and hear songs. And we got a couple of new members. They're fill-in members.
Right.
So we'll be rotating members on some of the shows.
Well, hey, if you need help with any of that, like if y'all have questions about going live on YouTube, be sure and let me know. I know everything about YouTube, how to promote, all the different ways to promote and everything else. But I think that anything you do, especially if it's live, it makes it visceral. So it's an extra value of entertainment. As long as you're creative, because creativity is just part of what we get to be and get to do,
So it's easy when we're just having band practice and we're just being our goofy selves. We just go live and we just forget the camera's there, and then like I'll watch it in the morning when I get to my office.
Yeah.
And I get some time, and it's kind of like just having the radio on in the background. And I'm like laughing at all the things we're saying. I think we're kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure you are. I mean, that's part of the thing. As musicians, you're creative, and you get to extend that creativity to this whole social media, promotion process.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
and
all of y'all have good personalities.
Again.
All y'all have good personalities and y'all feed off of each other quite well. So I would say, the occasional video of y'all just chatting with each other to a camera would probably do well, because it's crazy how the fans really are they hook on to the personality as well as the music. So if y'all come off as like really cool, like y'all been coming off, people are going to be like, man, I want to support these guys even if I haven't heard their music.
Yeah,
cool.
That's what we want. We want to engage with people who are already followers of us, and then also bring on some new people. And I heard that going live was like the best way to do that, and so we started doing that, and it was actually fun. It was like we forget the camera's there, but for me to go to the office and listen to it, and I'm like, it's just me with the boys, and I get along with them so well. They're like, I've always been a tomboy. And we just
when y'all decide to
fun.
take it to the next level on YouTube or Facebook, if you do need help, let me know, because that's become my specialty. Our graphics, reels, videos.
I
Not
probably
just that,
will hit
but
you up, because I found out that I'm really like old school, and I'm not like I'm not technology.
well, none of us
I'm like,
are.
what am I
Now
doing?
let's get something out of the way and up front right now. None of us. We're all old school. We all hate social media. We all hate Canva Pro. We all hate YouTube. We all hate StreamYard. We hate it all. All I want to do is fucking pick up my guitar and play. That's all I want to do, right?
Oh, I didn't know you play as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I play and sing. I'm a songwriter.
Oh, heck
I'm a
yeah,
recording artist. You just haven't heard anything from me in years because I've been raising my son, my grandson. You know, it's not a fucking mystery. It's not easy being a single grandfather raising your child. I'm not pointing the finger at y'all or anyone. I'm just saying, you know, if anyone wonders why I'm not out at more shows, I'm not performing, you know, I take care of my grandson. And one of the reasons I do this show and started doing it 3 years ago, and why I'm so thankful for Dave Jarvis, for Ariel, and y'all, and all the bands that support, is because this is something I could afford to do. You know, I had the time to do it, and it was something fun for me to do, you know. But I'm still where I was 3 years ago, broke as fuck. But hey, having a great
I
time.
definitely can relate to that.
Yeah, well, all of us can. That was the whole point. We all hate all of it. We just want to play our music.
Well, that story kind of touches our band's heart pretty close because you know you didn't have to do that, but you did, and
oh, I had to
we
do
know
it.
some people that have had that. You know,
I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm not saying you have to do it or anyone else would have to do it, but for me, no, I had to do it.
Well, I'm a single mom with 3 kids, so I've definitely.
Well, then you understand that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm honored and privileged and so thankful that I, you know, get to raise my grandson as my son. He's amazing. He does flips. He's 6 years old, just turned 6. He does flips. He does cartwheels. 2-3 weeks ago, he did a backflip off of my couch. A backflip.
That's pretty cool.
That's
freaking
very
backflip.
impressive.
Is he teaching you all the brain rot stuff, like calling you Sigma and like Rizzler and all that?
No, we do Sprunky. Sprunky. It's a cartoon character. There's like 20 of these characters, and they all have a different style of music that fits their character type. And they all have multiple stages, like 20 stages of music that they play. And each stage gets darker, and so does their character. Like literally, they lose eyeballs and like swords come through their faces and stuff. But it's cute. I'm not kidding. You just have to watch. It's called Sprunky. And so it's interactive. You can build the songs yourself. You just put this. So there's an app where the kids are making songs out of all these characters' parts.
Wow.
You ask me, it's pretty fucking cool, dude.
Is this a video game or a show? Like
both.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, it's called Sprunky. It is. It's pretty cool. But it's really only cool if you have a 5 and 6 year old that's, you know, got a really cool imagination.
Right.
Yeah. Back in the day when my son was younger, it was Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
That's all I ever heard about. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, you're going to hear about it too.
Yeah. He made me, okay, my son was like, I think he was like 8 years old when it came out. And now he's like 17. But he was like, Mom, check this out. And he's like, turn the lights off. Like, you got to turn the lights off. You got to be scared. You got to turn the lights off. You got to hold the phone up here. And I was like, okay. And then, like, I was like, there's nothing going on. And I was like, I'm not doing this again.
They grow up so fast, and then they stab people.
Now my younger son, I think he just turned 9. Now he's into Five Nights at Freddy's.
So they just completely skipped over like SimCity or Overwatch.
Yeah, and I kept some of the T-shirts and stuff from my older son. I didn't mean to. I just had them laying around, and so now my younger son wears his little T-shirts.
Nice. Does your grandson or your kids have any interest in playing music?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a sec here. Yeah, thank you for coming back to him. His name is Phoenix, and he plays piano. He is born with timing, and so he understands music where he understands C, D, E, F, G, A, B. and then he understands how to play the chords, you know, on a piano. So he understands the same concept on a guitar, but he can't play guitar.
That makes sense. Yeah, I always feel like pianists are really literate, and then as a guitarist myself, all guitarists, we're all illiterate. Like,
Well, the way I think of it, the way I think of it is really simple. Is that a child starts hitting things? So a child starts as a drummer. The easiest next transition is a piano, not a guitar. So you teach the child what comes natural to them, and every child, a piano is going to come natural to them after hitting on things. And so it's just a natural progression. And so, you know, I expect that by the time he's 10 or 12 or 13, he'll definitely be playing the guitar.
Nice. I
And
did
he'll
that when I was a
probably
kid too,
learn.
and I still do that. Where I'm like, I do this all the time. My bandmates, I have ADHD, so it's kind of like it's calming kind of thing.
Yeah, everybody told you your whole life to quit
freestyle
making
writing
noise, and look at you now.
But I never learned to play. My sister's a drummer. She became the drummer. I became a guitar player. I never learned to play drums, but I like to drum on everything like I play drums, and I like to like twirl things like they're drumsticks.
Well,
I don't know.
that's how you know, that's how you know. If you see a kid that has timing and they're constantly moving and even talking in that rhythm, you know they can play music. It's just a natural progression.
Also, I play a little bit of piano, so if you listen to the Joker that's on all the platforms right now, that's going to be the electronic version of Joker.
Very
and so
cool.
we're going to have
Nice.
like
Is your sister in a band?
No, she was
Other.
She was a band geek in school, and then she quit playing drums. But
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, she was on the drum line. She was really good back then. I don't know why she quit, but
It happens.
Times change, people change.
Yeah.
Well, they get involved during school. It becomes part of the class and part of the.
I kind of feel like she only did it to try to prove she was a better musician than me.
Oh, siblings. They're just the
like
worst and the best.
That I wanted to be growing up, she would be like, I said I wanted to play basketball when I was a kid. I used to play basketball with my uncles. They're like close in age to me. So, and she's like, I want to be an NBA player. And I was like, no, you don't. I do. And then so I was like, fine, you can have that. And then I moved on to music. And then she joined the freaking, she got on the drum line. I was like, dang, you can't let me have anything, can you?
Well, you're showing her now.
Yeah.
And we have reached the point where we're about to go into the concert calendar. But before we do, I just want to ask everybody in the room, JessXtine and the Chaos Queens, go through the line, start with Dylan, and work our way over. How would you like to be remembered?
As a good person. That's all.
Wow, how can I top that? I don't know.
I just want everybody to love me. I have a deep black hole inside of me that just craves love. So,
hey man,
I love you, Dylan.
Receiving it. We are receiving it, Dylan, and sending it right back at you with some revolution.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Well, I'm JessXtine, and I want to be remembered as a multi. I'm just kidding.
Not a bad way to be remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I intend to be remembered the exact same way.
I want people to remember me for my heart, I guess. I care about people a lot. Sometimes too much, and it gets me in trouble, but I don't think I'll ever change that. And just a kind, supportive friend that left a mark on the world with her music. That's my biggest dream.
Well, you saw my granddaughter in here earlier, and it means so. You know, my granddaughter lives with me as well, my son and my granddaughters, and so it means the world to me for those girls to see Jess singing and see see us making music, and just they're little artists themselves. My granddaughter was in here singing earlier a lot. Joey was noodling on the guitar, and she was singing along, and it was the cutest thing. And just to have those experiences, that's awesome. And so, and working with Jess and working with everybody like that really gives me that. So
yeah. Hey,
Hell
music
yeah,
is
man.
magical. Music is magical in every way.
Yeah, like I was telling him the other day, I was like, any form of art, and music is art. Art is so important.
Yeah.
Because we're literally leaving these stories behind. Kind of like, like you see like art and like historical, like
like tapestry.
Yeah.
And
Well, we're creating art right here tonight that's going to last forever.
We're passing stories on. So I write these songs, and they're not even my story anymore. I write them when I'm hurting or when I'm feeling some kind of way, and I'm communicating with I'm connecting with other human beings, and connection is something important that people are so disconnected in this day and age, I feel like. And art brings people together.
One of our little sayings is the world needs rock stars. And so we're trying to do that for the world.
Because rock stars
make the
Our heroes.
Love.
Hey, rock stars are heroes, man. When I was a kid, we had the God of Thunder. I mean, rock stars are heroes, man, and everybody benefits from a good, solid hero.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said for looking up on stage and seeing people that look like you in the same raggedy clothes like Kurt Cobain. But there's also
I love people that dress like shit on stage.
I have this interview where we're talking about what I'm wearing, and I said, and we were saying like I dress like girly Dave Grohl or something. I wear Converse with heels.
Well, Kurt Cobain was a god in his own, right. So, all hail the heroes like Gwar, people that, really put on a show and really entertain. So there's a place for all of that also.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I love the way he's.
Yes. Yeah. What about you, Joey? How do you want to be remembered? Your turn, bud.
I love to play, so I want to be like an inspiration in the sense of, leaving behind good songs, good music, stuff that helps you heal. I've had to learn a lot of things the hard way. So if I can help somebody who feels like alone with a shitty situation, be like, yeah, I was there too. It's okay. And like inspire you to be like, it's okay to be imperfect and to try and improve. And also to just play. Like I started playing guitar at 21. Like I was late. And everybody has music in them. I always want to see everyone create. Like I love to improvise. Our practices have a lot of improv. We're just.
Are you a teacher? Do you teach music?
I do.
I is, yeah.
Where do you teach at?
I teach at Rock Stars of Tomorrow in Frisco.
Okay, Rock Stars of Tomorrow in Frisco. That's a new thing. Is that kind of like the other?
School of Rock.
Don't even talk about our competition.
Them out there.
School.
I support all forms of guitar instruction.
I love feeding off of other people's energy and seeing what other people are putting out there and feeding into it. Because sometimes, like Jess and I will be playing, and I can hear something that she wants to do, and I'm like, yeah. You can do it.
Oh,
like,
he follows me like he's in my brain sometimes.
Oh, that's
and then I was watching our show. Our show was playing back, and I didn't realize he was like following me on these little dances and stuff. And I was like, no, that's cool.
Some of that's just unconscious.
Let's keep that.
So
right. I'm more excited now than I have been before to see y'all live.
You gotta watch our show. I wish we need to get Bill Pickles to send you the link to like our TikTok one or the Facebook. It's on Facebook and TikTok. Our last performance at Gory at Ruins was really fun, and we have a really good video of it, and it's very theatrical looking.
And we never played it the same way twice. Like Jets, we have like this ending that we had, choreographed and stuff, but the vibe was different. And so you actually did something different. I don't know if you realized.
No, I texted the band. We played a show the night before, and we were doing like this 8-count ending or whatever. And I was like, okay, actually, guys, I sent them a group chat, and I was like, actually, guys, we need to do 16 counts. And they're like, all right. And then I'm thinking, right before we're playing that song, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to bring it up again. So they're gonna forget. And then they followed along.
Because I didn't know that was the plan. I just followed.
Nice.
Perfectly, and I was like, it's the best ending.
Well done, gentlemen.
Yeah. It's so cool.
I love my band. I love my band so much. You guys are.
We never played.
Well, we now love your band so much more. Also, thank you so much for being here with us tonight and just making yourselves at home and having fun. I love it.
Thank you so much for having us on here.
Most definitely. Everybody out there, make sure to check out JessXtine and the Chaos Queens at Reno's on June 13th and Cheap Steaks on June 21st. You will not be disappointed.
Thank
and
you.
before you go, at the risk of pissing off Sprunky, I'm going to play this for y'all. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Okay.
Well, I can always delete it. We'll just see what happens here.
That motherfucker is terrifying.
Oh, God damn.
He looks like he's
terrifying.
Oh, really sweet.
Isn't that crazy?
That's how I feel every morning.
His pupils are huge. He looks like he just dropped.
He looks like one of those little dogs.
Yeah, so those are the different phases that they have in Sprunky. And one more thing before we let everybody go, Dave, I have some pretty cool news to share.
I love news.
Yeah, this is good stuff, man. I went to Walnut Springs a couple of Saturdays ago for the...
What? You?
Yeah, for the Rattlesnake Rally Bike Week. And
ooh, were they tasty?
Yeah, they were. And it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. It was legit. Just, everything was tasty. So, well put. Nice set.
Is the rattlesnake things, are they like wrapped in bacon, right?
I think so. There's probably
I don't like anything.
Wrap anything in bacon and make it delicious.
Anything wrapped in bacon and you can dip in salsa, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it with bread many times.
It's an easy formula.
My man.
Okay, but check this out. While in Walnut Springs, which is the town of John Clay Wolf, if y'all don't know that, John Clay Wolf is GiveMeTheVin.com. You know him as It's So Easy You Can Do It in Your Underwear. So he's like the lord of independent media, yo. He took over this town, Walnut Springs. They threw this bike week rally. While I was there, I met a lot of cool people. One of the cool people that I met is none less than Richard Rawlings of the Gas Garage himself.
Nice.
So I asked him about an interview, and he said yes. And
fuck yeah.
Really pretty cool and legit, because I went to explain to him what we do. He said, I know who you are. Just email me and we'll set it up.
I know who the fuck you are.
Hey, I've been so fucking busy, man, that the email was sent this morning, over a week later, and he has already emailed back. And I want everyone to know on behalf of Rick
and lawyers have already been contacted.
Gas Monkey Garage. You don't even know I've been contacted. But anyway, it's legit. He just emailed back and said that he's going to be out of town for a couple of weeks, so forgive him, and to get right back at him in 2 or 3 weeks. I think anyway, it's a couple of weeks, and we'll set it up. So way fucking cool to badass motherfuckers like that who have the balls to step up on a show like this. That really is a true way to support the local music scene, with your credentials. So kick ass.
Oh, Richard, I'm so happy.
Hey, that's enough of dick sucking, I guess, huh?
What movie is that from? That's from Tommy. Is that from
Tommy Boy?
Yeah, Tommy Boy.
All right. I'm so glad somebody got that. Thank you.
Hey, man, I've been watching. David Spade has a podcast with Dana Carvey. It's worthwhile.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved all of
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's all I do.
But
is watch podcasts.
And that's cool. I like to see some shows that are going on in and around the Metroplex. So, Rick.